What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another awesome episode of Drinking with Hunter. I'm your host. I am Hunter, so you're drinking with me. So I'm going to start doing some reviews, some kind of highlights, show some different distillers and stuff off. So today, I was lucky enough, or I am lucky enough, to have a friend who owns a distribution company. And he sent me a few bottles of Dillon's Distillers gin. So we've got an overproof gin. This one is 44.8%. And this is made from Canadian rye. I've got these are always cool. I'm really excited to try this. This is a rose gin liqueur. So they use some rose petals and rose hips in there, and the alcohol content is going to be like liqueur. So I think it's 30% alcohol. Actually, shoot, man, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was like 20, but all right. So a higher proofed liqueur, and then we've got kind of their regular gin or their unfiltered gin, which is actually made from grapes. So these are from wine grapes. They use 22 botanicals in this one, and I'm really excited to try it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the lowest alcohol, go to kind of the middle of the road, and then we're going to go for the overproof. I'm going to try them all neat, so no rocks at all. Just going to pour a little bit in there, and then I'm going to try them on the rocks. And lastly, in my next video, I'm going to create a cocktail with one or two of these. And then I'm also, because we're quarantined right now, I'm also waiting for a delivery with some heavy cream because I'm going to be creating a version of the Ramos Gin Fizz, which we might just call the Hunter Gin Fizz and keep it simple. And I'm going to be utilizing one of these gins as well. So here, I'll give you a little close up here. This is the Rose Gin Liqueur. Got my fancy little tasting glass from Ballast Point out in San Diego. And so, like I said, these guys are out of California, but they're using Canadian rye. This is 90% unmalted rye, 10% malted rye, and it's all Canadian rye. This is a complex blend of rose petal aroma and flavor, and it creates this unique spirit. So what we're going to try here is just going to taste it. So I do get a lot of rose petals, rose hips on the nose. Really reminds me of like summer and being outside. But I'm still getting a lot of alcohol, which is nice because I like alcohol. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. Let's just throw a cube in here. We'll cool it down a little bit. That's delicious. Now, it's got a little bit of sweetness, which helps cut kind of the level of alcohol in there. And the rose petals really bring that floral quality as well, which is awesome. So, my buddy says he drinks this stuff straight on the rocks, and I can see why now. Oh, that's absolutely delicious. I'm going to be using a 10-point scale on all of my cocktails, kind of like the boys at Barstool Sports do. And I mean, I don't mean to start so high, but for a gin liqueur, I gotta go like 9.2. I mean, I'm not trying to give high ratings away, but this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. I'm definitely using this in the cocktail that I'll be making for you next. That's awesome. 9.2 all day, every day, straight up, rocks, you name it. I'm actually going to drink that after, for sure. All right, so next one we're going to go to is their 22 botanical unfiltered gin. They make this with wine grapes. That's this boy right here. Sorry, that's my wife in the background. We are quarantined with the kids. And I'm sitting here just drinking by myself. It's kind of nice. I'm going to make my wife a drink here in a second too, so.
Good.
Smells really nice, some good pepper. All right, let's give it a whirl. That is really good. Super smooth. Lots going on. Still trying to digest it and think about everything. Some really nice citrus, backed by a lot of nice pepper with it. Those two kind of flow together really harmoniously. I mean, this is a solid gin. I'm thinking I'm going to use that for my Hunter Gin Fizz unless this overproof over here with the Canadian rye kind of takes the place. So we'll throw it on ice a little bit. And that opens up a little bit more of the nose on it. Oh yeah. We could definitely drink this on the rocks. That's going to be awesome for a cocktail though.
No.
Alright, so I'm going to give the gin a nice solid score, 7.5. Alright, good, really enjoy it, would drink it straight, would drink it on the rocks, definitely would be great in a cocktail. So, really good. Alright, 7.5 on that. And now we're going to try the Dry Gin 7. Alright, traditional dry style gin, using juniper, other botanicals, 100% Canadian rye, okay? Let's give it a whirl. Alright, get a lot of the botanicals. Look at me. Alright, let me see the dragon. Woo! We got a dragon. Alright, the dragon's gonna help me. Okay, can I hold on to the dragon for a second? Okay. So, a lot more of that kind of juniper, that characteristic gin smell from this so far. Don't touch that. Back up. Back up. Back up. Alright, so we'll give it a swirl. He likes it. See, I like that overproof. The juniper and the botanicals that are in there are really, alright, Hockey, are really helping kind of deal with the alcohol level in there. This is also really, really good. And let's see. We're going to give this a little swirl. Hawkins?
Hawkins, come here.
Alright, sorry about that. We're back. That's nice. So the ice is going to help bring out a lot more of those that kind of juniper and the botanicals that are in there. It's also going to kind of tone down the high level of alcohol, and it's going to make it a little more palatable for the normal kind of everyday drinker who doesn't drink overproof gin.
If you want me to stop calling you, then you call me.
All right, this guy, love the overproof, not overbearing, really good, would take a cocktail up a notch. We're going 7.8, all right? 9.2, 7.5, 7.8. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to make a cocktail.